Okay, we are 30 days out from the meet. Speed squat, max effort deadlift day. And before I get into the plan for today, I'm going to get maybe a little bit heavy, but since towards the tail end of the diet, I've kind of been in a bit of a depressive slump. And I don't know how apparent it's been coming across in the vlogs or not, but like it's kind of felt like everything has been kicking my ass for a very long time. And what I want to get to is something that I was told like really early on in my powerlifting career, where if all you have is powerlifting and the only thing you have going for you in life is powerlifting, when powerlifting goes bad, life tends to get a little bit shitty. And towards the end of the diet, it was like I had no energy for anything outside of work and training. And it was just work and training, work and training, work and training. And training wasn't going very well for a very long time. And I think a lot of the bad decisions I've been making in training in terms of loading, in terms of, taking that squat that I should have taken, in terms of taking the bench that I shouldn't have taken a while ago, and both of those ending in a little bit of ouchie, 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 boo-boo, was a result of me like trying to grasp for making training go better so I could feel better about everything I was doing. And I think that the squat on Saturday kind of forced me to hit rock bottom a little bit and made me realize that it just trying to push isn't going to make me feel any better about the situation. And the solution hasn't been really changing my thought process around training too much, but just realizing that like, hey, I have nothing to look forward to outside of the gym right now. I have nothing going on. And as dumb as it is, like I just started making sure that I'm taking time to read again. Like I'm just reading books, and that's just giving me something in my day that I can be like, yeah, take the pressure off, feel like I'm getting a little bit of a refresh and restore. And I think that that combined with hitting rock bottom a little bit with the training, I feel a lot better right now than I did at this time last week. Even though I feel physically down, like mentally, like we're getting some clarity back. I feel like I'm able to be way more productive through the day, and like that turning around, it might not be enough to totally save the meet with the knee feels, etc. But I think that I can do a lot better with the new mental state. So I'm looking forward to that. And as far as today's plan goes, first thing we're going to be doing for speed squats is getting on the straight bar to make sure that our brace is dialed in, our back tension is better dialed in than it was on Saturday, because that did not help the situation on Saturday. Then for the max effort pull, as we discussed on Monday, we're just going to be keeping it light, keeping it snappy, making sure that it's moving good. And help with that, I think we're going to put a little bit of chains on the bar and try to run a triple. That still moves good. So I'm gonna get the sweater off, get the shirt on, get the sleeves on, and get to running the speed squats. And with being back on the straight bar for today, the reason that we went to the SSB the last few weeks is I was struggling with the shitty shoulder bicep feels on bench. I think I got that under wraps now, so this will be a good test to see how the shoulder does tomorrow. And I'm also going to be doing pause squats today, just so that I'm not able to fall through the knee stickiness like I was on Saturday. And I'm hoping that if I can force a little bit extra control today, we should have a better Saturday. And got to make sure finding harder posterior expansion. Felt pretty okay. It is feeling more like me, so 2 plates for sure.
Because you haven't wanted to use your magnetic things. Oh!
We got new magnetic Pro Lock collars and everyone's having fun with them. And if it is high, let me know while I'm paused on the first one. We're going to go 325. And I watched the tape back, realized I'm probably more knee out than I should be. I'm gonna try to set the stance a little bit more toe head. Like I was thinking that going a little bit more toe out would give me more hip knee room, but if it's putting me in a position that I don't want to be in, I'll just see if it does work better to go more straight in line. My toe head definitely felt worse than the knee, so I guess we're not doing that. Definitely felt better, so we'll keep it rolling.
What's your expansion?
I think that was the best one so far, so yeah. Yeah, head back. Definitely let me find better glute, so pull your chins back, kiddos. I'll watch the tape back before I say if I am okay with it, but right now I'm thinking I'm pretty okay with it. Hey, yeah, watching last set back, I think we are definitely in a better spot than we were Saturday, so I guess Saturday we'll be finding out how okay of a spot we are in. And like, I really do want Saturday to go well, but I gotta understand that if I am running it with still pulling Wednesday, squatting Saturday, like I still got 3 squat sessions left, so like Saturday doesn't need to be great, it just needs to be less terrible. So I think we're in a better spot to make it less terrible. And the thing that I'm happiest about is, like, with all the SSB work I was doing, my upper back tension felt a little bit foreign last Saturday, and I was struggling with it here at the beginning, but by the end we got it better dialed in, we got a better feel. I'm hoping we can carry that into doing better for the real squats. But I will shut up, get the sleeves off, get the pull in, and see if we can do at least okay there.
But before we do that, if you're feeling stuck in training and you're not making the progress that you should be based on how hard you are working, hit link below and join the team so you can get daily individualized coaching directly from me on every single thing that you're doing in the gym, so we can dial in your technique, build your weak points, set you up with better programming, and make sure that the effort you're putting in produces the results that you should be seeing.
And it's been a very long time since I have pulled with chains, so I'm not sure what to expect here, but soft target will be 5 reps that doesn't move like shit. I miss chains. And belt on early again, just so we have it figured out before we need to have it figured out. Starting looser than I think I need it since last week we started tighter than it should have been. As much as I'm not thrilled how squats are feeling, very glad the deadlifts don't feel like shit. Also, I think the biggest reason that I miss chains is giving me a very good excuse to not use deadlift jacks, which is reminding me that just going like this, less effort than putting the jack out. And the goal for 4 plates here is to move it well enough that we can just go straight to 5 and be done. So, hard wedge in, and then pull this shit like I mean it. Probably shouldn't talk with the mouth guard halfway in my mouth, but whatever. Yeah, I could be okay with that. And like, does not feel as powerful as last we did. We did that 735 double, but it shouldn't be as powerful because we did a 735 double last week. But I do think it is good enough to go straight to 5 reds, so we'll go straight to 5 reds, make sure we smack it, and then move on. And I already loaded this side without the camera rolling, but I was thinking that part of the reason that I do enjoy not using the deadlift jack, even if it is maybe more inconvenient in some people's minds, is that if I can make it feel light when I pop the end up like that to get the plate on, I know it's going to feel kind of light when I'm actually deadlifting it, you know? And I've been pacing around here for a couple minutes thinking that, like, if I wait longer, I'll feel more ready, but like I'm tired today, so it's probably not going to get much better, so we'll just wake up and do our job here, and then we can do our stiff legs.
Yep. Good. One.
And didn't feel good, but at least think it moved good, so good enough for today. Definitely one of those where it moved way better watching the tape back than it felt, but RPE is rating of perceived exertion, not rating of how it looked looking back at the video, and that definitely felt hard enough to do the job for today. So yeah, we are moving on to the stiff legs. But before we do the stiff legs, Darrell's got like high 500s loaded up for a good morning. I don't know what the math is with the Buffalo bar, but there's 4 reds and a green on top of that stupid thing, so we'll put that in the vlog. Oop. Too far both directions. Got it.
Pop that broke.
Find the hinge.
In the morning in my sports car mashing. On my way to drop this dick off, I'm door dashing. This bitch gon' kill me, call it KOTP for a basket.
Good.
Every time I drop a motherfucking cold classic. Then I hit the gym cause I got a
good
gram.
Keep chugging.
These niggas, that's the tomahawk.
Yes.
Bitches be like, damn, call me Johnny Claw Band. And this chopper do my damage in the tomahawk can. Came a long way from making my public housing. Went on tour for 3 weeks and made 100,000. Fake homies, they promote, post nothing about it. But Strong Stone made another play, we money count in.
Nice work. That was silly. And figuring we'll keep the chains on for the stiffies and do our best to keep her snappy here. Jesse's doing sit-ups wrong, we'll have to fix this. Well, stick your arms out. Be a man.
Dude, that was so hard. I stuck my arm out. I'll try it next time. That was fun, though.
I guess he's done the set, so I can't fix it now, but we will fix it later.
Damn it.
Anyway, stiff leg time. Not going to let myself get distracted by terrible lifting in my peripheral vision. I'm okay with that. Yeah, like out there. What do you got? Like
first.
15 pounds. He can handle 15 pounds.
Keep your back around.
No, let it extend.
Let it extend.
And it's okay if you have to do a little bit of a pullover out of the bottom.
A little bit of a pullover.
Yeah. Yeah, let her go. There you go, dude. Yep. Good. And like, how to make it really nasty is in the bottom. Like once you're here, like really try to let the rib cage go, and then go.
Okay.
And like that big let go makes it a billion times nastier. So have fun. Maybe grab a 10. Anyways, round 2 coming up. It's weird when you can't see halfway through the set. And the collar came undone too. That's why that went a little bit that way. Also, glutes are definitely very blown up from the chain, which has me thinking I probably should be less lazy and toss them on for the stiff legs every week from here into the meet. But to continue the glute blowing up, we're gonna migrate over to the other side of the gym. And for that, we're gonna be jamming on this guy today. I do think the Ask Good Morning machine is probably better from like a pure glute squeezing perspective. But in terms of being able to snap through a deadlift bar hard, I think this sucker is a little bit better. Unsure if I want to go bent knee or not. We'll go straight legged, a little bit of ham in the picture too. We can go 3. Realize my head's on a frame, we'll have to tilt it up a little bit. That should do the trick, maybe. Never mind, there isn't more 45, so we'll add a pair of quarters. Okay, round 2. That was more than good enough. Trying to keep the reps from getting too grindy here for the sake of not cooking ourselves, and yeah, we'll do another. And in case you guys can't see it, I do have a couple of bands on here too, so I'm not like that weak. Still like pretty not good at these compared to Durrell, but that is why we are doing them. So round 2. And that is adequate effort for today. We're gonna pick up the camera and migrate back to the other side of the gym, because last Wednesday we definitely overcooked single leg press with Joel. Thank goodness he isn't here today. And then on Saturday we discovered how terribly I can currently do HG split squats with the knee. So today we're gonna make ourselves do these again if I can not let go of the SSB and flip it over, but also running it out of the mono so I can't cheat with hand support, which doesn't feel like it's going to be very successful, but we will suck it up and get into the damn things. I'm extending the rambling because I really don't want to go for this first rep, but suck it up time. Oh, it's terrible. Like, not knee pain, just like knee doesn't want to go there right now without the balance, so good thing we're doing it. I hate how bad I am at this, but there's only one way to get less bad, you know? The right knee does not want to fucking do this, which is the knee that I didn't hurt, so I don't know what the fuck's going on, but that was embarrassing. Like, I put the heeled shoes on thinking it would be better, but I'm not sure if it made it worse or not, but it's definitely harder today than Saturday, so I don't think we'll be adding weight. I am ashamed. And I kind of talked about this before with my upper back accessories, but the only real downside of this gym is that there's so many exciting machines that I have forgotten to do some of the really hard basics that keep things feeling good. And the fact that I'm this bad at this is telling me like I probably should have done this instead of the single leg press work a long time ago, but at least we're doing it now. And the hope is that set 2 goes less terribly than set 1. Oh no, Miata just walked around the corner. She's gonna see how bad this is. Like, it's just terrible. Maybe better than set 1. Quads are getting blown up at least. Woo-wee. Not looking forward to righty. I gonna stay for emotional support? That was okay. Still ashamed. Wow. And tomorrow is main bench day, so in an effort to ensure that upper back is nice and awake for that, gonna run ourselves some straight arm pull downs. And the whole idea here is to make sure my shoulder blades are set where I want them on bench press. Then I'm just flexing the lats as hard as I can. And this is the feel that I want to have during my bench unrack and my bench eccentric. And the more I can dial in the feel here, the better it goes on bench. They're pumped. And we'll run set 2 here. Did exactly what I was hoping for, because I feel really, really, really good. And I am very sad to report that they got rid of the Atlantis GHR that everyone hated, but I really liked because it was super hard for GHRs, and swapped it with this hammer strength roller pad version, which is way too easy for GHRs and is sketchy to GHR sit-ups on. So I guess we're doing 2 slots of the bench sit-ups for the foreseeable future, and like, maybe I should be using the kettlebell like I was showing Jesse, but we did that on Saturday, so we'll run the band again today. I'm okay with how that felt. So we'll stick with this guy for set number 2. Gonna try to make sure I'm getting more of that rib cage let go in the bottom, like I was telling Jesse to do though. I forget if I said that during the first set or not, because I was starting to do it at the end, but it's okay to repeat myself. Got up a little bit faster that time. And I mean, today was where it needed to be, and like, I shouldn't feel snappy, assertive, super strong after last week, but the fact that 605 with the chain still moved as well as it did, we should be pretty damn set up to finish this peak out, at least for deadlifts. And plan for next week is going to be a double, probably around 685. As long as that moves fast, we should be set up to go 755-ish for 1 to 2 for the final heavy pull. And if we do that, like, we're gonna be more than set for deadlifts. Now, as far as squats go, with deadlifts and bench going pretty to plan, like, all I really need to squat to PR my total is gonna be, 720 would give me a little bit of insurance, but we want to do better than PR my total, and like, then just squeak another PR with how much effort we put in this last year. And if that's all we can do, I got to be okay with it. But what I'm thinking for squats is a little bit dependent on the imaging report that I got back, because I had the knee image just to see what was going on. And what I'm relieved about is that the like quad tendon, patellar tendon, they're both intact. What I'm less relieved about is it's looking like my meniscus on this knee is more jacked up than it was before, probably from the slip on the ice, and then probably made it worse with that bit of a pop we had on that big squat. But with the meniscus being weird, with the knee still feeling like pretty damn loose, I don't know if this is the right thing to be thinking about right now, but what I am thinking about is if we don't feel like we trust it to be strong on Saturday, and like Saturday I don't need to be strong, I just need to feel like I trust the knee. If I don't feel like I trust the knee, what I am likely going to do is just slap a pair of knee wraps on and see if that compression and stability helps me trust it more. And if it does help me trust it more, well, we're probably going to end up doing the meet in wraps, as lame as that might be at this point. But I don't know. I don't know if that is the right logic to have or the right thought process. But like, if it is sloppy, I know that it takes a long time to re-solidify, and I don't have a lot of time to the meet. So that might be the best choice to give me the biggest PR total potential outcome, because like, even if we squat, 850, 860 in wraps, that'll be a pretty big total PR with how bench and deadlifts are trending for even a wrap total. So I don't know. That's where my head's at right now in regards to the meet. And again, I do want to do it in sleeves because I want to overcome. But if it becomes apparent that overcoming will not be overcomeable on Saturday, I would rather, go in with more trust, more security, more stability than potentially risking the knee slopping around and having something worse happen on the platform. So that is the thought process right now. Maybe I am being cowardly. Maybe I will decide that is the cowardly choice before Saturday, but that is where the head is at right now, and I don't know. I gotta quit my rambling and go home, make sure we stay on the knee prep, make sure we're staying on the TKEs, make sure we're staying on the single leg wall sits, making sure we're staying on the assisted sissy squats, making sure we're staying on the ATGs at home. And the hope is that with it feeling like it's better and better, and the going more toe out to with the meniscus, like, makes sense, that feels better, because if the tibial rotation isn't clean, then requiring less tibial rotation to get to the bottom with that more toed out position should work better. So we'll see if that does help us out, and if it does help us out, we'll roll. If it doesn't, we got a pivot option that will still give us a pretty damn good meet option, hopefully. So yeah, that is where it's at. I will quit my rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good night, and I will see you in the team.